On it?
Yeah.
Yay!
You're here.
I'm here. Hi. How are you doing?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Other than that thing that just happened, but whatever. How are my lips doing? Should I fix them? How do I look?
Marvelous. Just marvelous.
Okay, marvelous will do. Good.
All right. Well, I am here with Miss Moneeka Sawyer tonight. Hey, everybody.
Hey, how are you?
Now, I've been on Moneeka's podcast twice, and we have an absolute blast. She's actually part of Apartment Blitz, and we have so much fun talking and nerding out on real estate that I wanted to get a hold of her and see if there was a way that we could work together, because y'all know I'm the queen of off-market deals, no agents, no banks, none of that crap. And Moneeka has figured out a way to make money with all that headache and nonsense. So I am thrilled to partner with her on this Blissful buy and hold. So tell us, Moneeka, introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about you and, what we can look forward to.
Yeah. So first of all, Whitney, this is such an amazing opportunity. And one of the things that I'm sorry, I'm just going to spew, but I'm so excited.
Yeah.
The thing is that you come from like one world and I'm from like the other world. And I just feel like we can bring so much together. Just you and I having conversations, I feel like both of us grow, right? And so to bring that together for people is just amazing. Like, I can't even believe we're doing this. I'm so excited. So, okay. So there's my spew.
Every time we talk, we're like this. We're like two, teenage girls like nerding out on real estate for hours and hours and hours. And it's a blast.
We just can't help ourselves. It's amazing. So let me tell you guys a little bit about me. So I started in real estate when I was a very young little thing, about 25.
Well, you're just 28 now, aren't you?
That's right. So yeah, I'm still a young little thing. We're not going to talk about how old I am. But anyways, I got a $10,000 wedding gift. Or actually, I got wedding gifts that added up to the amount of $10,000. And instead of going on a really expensive honeymoon or buying a couch or buying a car, we bought our very first house.
That's 5% down. Idea.
Right, ladies, right?
So
you're getting married has so many benefits. It's just the man. So anyway, so we bought a house. We only put 5% down. And since then, I basically leveraged that first purchase of $10,000.
Sorry, I'm trying to make sure that we're live and you can hear us. You're good. Okay.
Okay, good. So, and I've just basically leveraged every real estate deal that I have had to purchase the next one. So we've had a total, I think in our lifetime, okay, so now I'm going to date myself. It's been like, I've been in real estate now like 20 years. And so over the 20 years, David and I have only put in about $149,000 cash to do all the real estate that we have done. That now translates into a net worth of over $5 million. $2 million is in real estate.
Man.
So those are some good numbers, right?
That's incredible. Yes.
Yeah. So for me, it's really all about, so I wrote the book, Choose Bliss. Whitney, you know this. Mm-hmm. And so I'm all about like, let's just relax. Like, let's not have this be stressful, right? And so I buy, what do you call it? A-class properties? Is it A-class, A-grade?
A-class, yeah. High-end, luxury, stuff.
Executive homes is what I call them. So I buy B to A to B. So I've got about a 50-50 split. I only buy in neighborhoods that I would love my tenants. I told Whitney the other day, the only time my tenants call me is when they want to go out to dinner. And she's like, I would never do that.
No way.
Right. So, it's just so I'm all about being really relaxed. And so one of the things that I am learning from Whitney now is because I'm wanting into construction. So I'm wanting my off-market property. So now the conversation has to move to that for me. But I started doing this really easy. So I have some equity in my home. I get an equity line. I buy another house. I'm using all loans. I'm putting 20% down. I'm doing all of that stuff, but very little of it is my actual money that actually comes from me. So that's what I'm kind of all about. So like the opposite spectrum of Whitney.
So that's how you fund it, though. How do you find them? Because that's different too.
You really want me to admit to that?
I do. Because I've been prancing up and down the East Coast telling people not to do this. And you seem to have a really good knack for it. So go ahead, tell them.
I just buy on the MLS.
Oh.
But actually in this class, you'll learn I don't just use the MLS. Like I do, but there are some tricks that I do with it. And we'll talk about that in this course. I don't want to like give it all away here, but that's this, I want it to be easy. I've got a realtor that works for me. He buys property for me when I'm traveling. My husband and I have been to 55 countries together just because it's fun, right? So we the world and things happen here. Like my realtor will call me or text me and say, found this really good property. Do you want me to get it? And he'll send me pictures, but we've been working together 15 years, right? So I can say, send me a contract. I'll docu-sign it. Make sure I've got these contingencies so I have time, right? So it's that, but it's easy,
I think that speaks to women that I work with also, but in a lot of the women I work with are wanting to buy houses and not put any money in. They're wanting to go off market. They're wanting to do more legwork up front for more gains over time, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I speak with tons of ladies. I spoke with a lady yesterday that had 98 properties already. Like she's already got money. She's already invested. I spoke to another lady today that has $400,000 that she's ready to invest. So I speak to ladies that have money that they could put down or that they could straight just cash out properties. And a lot of my ladies are doctors. They're accountants. A lot of the ladies I work with are also real estate agents. And they know that real estate agents get on my nerves, but it's those agents. It's not my agents. It's the ones that only know how to do one thing with first-time home buyers, and that's it. Those are the agents that get on my nerves. The other agents that are ready to learn and grow, and they've got this, desire to invest, I love those agents.
Right. Well, and that's the thing with agents. There's so many agents out there that they want to be out there selling to investors, but they don't invest. Like, honestly, I'll tell you a little secret about me. I was a mortgage broker for 4 years, and I made a killing. And the thing is that I also got a lot of the pocket listings from brokerage, right? So that sort of thing. But I easily made $250,000 a year as a mortgage broker just with my investors. I had 15 clients, 15.
Yeah.
And that's how and so as agents, if you can cater to investors. Oh my God, because they keep buying, right?
They do. That's their job.
That's what they do. That's right. They buy and they sell, and they buy and they sell, right? And you're never going to attract those clients unless you're doing it yourself. You need to be able to speak the speak, not just high level. You need to get down and dirty and have the conversations that investors know about. And agents don't.
And you know, but there's plenty of women with the money. Like you said, the first 10,000. I speak to lots of women that have $100,000 on a line of credit, or they've got an IRA or a 401k with $200,000, or they got a divorce settlement, heaven forbid, and they got $500,000, and they want to know how to put it into real estate to make it work for them to plan for the kids, or whatever. Like,
that's
women have money.
Right.
Women
we do
have lots of money.
Yes.
And we need to be able to know what to do with it. It's not always about lease options and owner financing. Sometimes you can find some good deals and work with the agent and the bank and use leverage to make it happen, right?
That's right. That's
not what I love, but I do know that people make money in real estate like that. So
that's right.
That's where
that's what I love, right? Yay! So that's what I love. I always can I share a conversation I had with an agent recently? Talking about agents, okay? So he was talking about, he went to this class and I know, right? Every time it starts away. I went to this class and this guy was saying, you should not buy a house until you can buy it for cash because you don't want to be a slave to the bank. That's what he said. Don't be a slave to the bank. And I said, okay, so you're going to be a slave to a landlord?
Yeah.
Like, honestly, as a landlord, I get to choose when you live there and when you don't. I get to choose whether you get to pay or not. You know, and the bank, they're taking the risk. You only put 20% down. Get 5 times your money worth of value that gets to appreciate, that you benefit from. And who's taking the risk?
The bank.
It's not you.
No.
It's the bank.
Another thing is, too, who says that this guy has to live in the house? He could rent it back out. And if you get a payment through the bank and you can make 3 or 4 times that much a month.
Yep. That's right.
I don't have any problem with that.
Right. So it's really about, if you're going to go banks, right, there's still smart ways to do that. You don't want to just like, you know, and that's kind of what I bring to the table, right, is 25 years of experience with this. My dad was in real estate, so I have a huge amount, like you with your mom, right?
Yep.
So I've got all this lifetime of experience that can talk about that strategy as opposed to your strategy. And I think the truth is that in a portfolio, we need all of that stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
absolutely.
It's good to know, to have the tools in your toolbox. So as you're out there, you can play, you can do good things, right?
And that's how I have my apartments. I leveraged one of my houses and I took that money, the line of credit on that house, and I bought my apartment complexes, and I make money because the bank took the risk on the apartment complexes. And I've got a low payment and I make like 3 times as much on all of them. So I get the spread in the middle. So I don't have houses this way, but I do have my apartments that way. Mm-hmm. Another thing that's different is I'm just a little country girl. I'm just a pumpkin. And houses around here are $100,000, maybe $200,000. What's your market look like?
Well, I think we could get a toilet for $100,000. Seriously, it's so scary. But
so you're in a high-end market. You're in one of the hottest markets in the country. And a lot of people come to me and they're like, Whitney, nobody's going to agree to lease option or owner financing in this market. Everybody's bidding over asking price and this and that and the other. And I don't have that market, so I don't have that experience, you know, but you do.
Right. And you can still get a lot of this stuff here because people get in trouble.
They do.
You know?
People are still people.
People are still people everywhere, you know, so I'm still out looking at foreclosures. You know, these things happen.
And which market are you in exactly? Tell everybody where you are.
So I'm in San Jose, California. So the heart of the Silicon Valley, we're one of the fastest growing markets in the nation. I think the only one that's passed us up recently is Seattle. They're going crazy.
Really?
So they are really, really going crazy. As a matter of fact, I've gotten bid out many times up there, and it's too far away for me to play, so I just play in my own market. But when it's that fast a moving market, it is really hard. So if you're going to do a fast moving market, you know, you need to really understand it, and I don't right now with Seattle. But this market is crazy. It's just crazy.
The process that you're using in San Jose would work in Seattle. It would work in
anywhere.
Anywhere. Would work in Orlando or DC or, you know, more where the city folk are, and where they're doing bigger deals. What are y'all like? 2, 3, 4, 5 million?
Yeah, somewhere in there. I think my most expensive house is probably at 1.9 million. So
I can buy half the state for that.
I know. $1.9 million rental. Could you imagine? Like even I mean, it's so cool. I love my tenants, but wow, I love that, right?
That is
so,
yeah, that blows my mind.
Yeah.
Like my whole portfolio, I think it's just right over 2 million, almost 2.5, I think. But
yeah,
one house for 1.9. Woo, baby. That's a lot of zeros.
Yeah, that's a lot of zeros. I know.
I love it though.
I know. I do too. And I love these conversations because it helps me to sort of keep it in perspective too. Like I have clients all over the world And if I talk about
that. Yeah.
Yeah, if I talk about a 1.7, for me, 1.7 is normal. 1.5 is normal, right? But that's not normal for people. So
that ain't normal, honey.
Exactly. So it's good to have the conversations with everybody.
I don't even know if we have anything around here for 1.9 on the MLS. Like
a building, maybe.
Yeah, commercial building. You could probably buy something downtown, maybe 2 buildings downtown for 1.9. but that's what I love about this, is because that's just normal for you. That blows my mind, but that is so normal for you. And all around the country, when I talk to people and I'm talking about 100,000 or 150,000, they're like, seriously? And so it's the same but different. It's opposite ends, and that's what I love about it. Now, yeah. I know I've sent you the house that we have, so I've rented a mansion in Napa Valley, and staying there, and y'all are welcome to stay until about 11 or midnight, and then we're going to bed. But we're going to be staying there, and we're going to be having classes in the mansion every day. I've got a block of rooms at a Fairfield Inn that's pretty close, and we're going to be running a shuttle, and not like a bus shuttle, but like me. And bring them over to the house, and we'll do breakfast and lunch, and it'll be a small group. It's going to be a small group of women, so that, what I love are these conversations. And a lot of times when you go to these events, there's so many people that you just get lost, and you may meet 1 or 2 people, and that's not what I like to do at my events. I want, name tags for like an hour, and after that you should know and be comfortable, probably BFF, and maybe already working on a deal with everybody after an hour or 2. So 12 people max, 12 women. And that's the other thing, is I want ladies there, because there's just a different dynamic when the men are there. And I really want women to step up and say, hey, I can buy a $1.9 million rental house.
Yeah, let's do that. Right.
So we're going to be with you May 30th and 31st.
Correct. Yeah.
And then I have a special excursion adventure planned for June the 1st. So it is May 30th, 31st, and June 1st. But the hardcore buy and hold strategy, Blissful buy and hold strategy, is May 30th and 31st. And
yeah.
So we have just over a month. And I'm super excited about this.
Me too. I'm like beyond excited. I can't believe it's happening. This is going to be so much fun. And the thing is with these small groups, I love the small groups too, because I may say something, and if you're in a big group, you're not going to raise your hand because it's embarrassing. But there really is no dumb question. And you know that, but you're still afraid to ask if there's 200 people in the room, right? Everybody can ask. It's a conversation. It's, what do you need? We're there to serve you.
And what's magical about being in that conversation is, sometimes when you are in this event and you have a question, but you're moving on to the next topic so fast, and it's just like lightning rounds, you get behind. It's like getting behind in school, and then you never actually get to the same aha moments as everybody else. And I hate that also. So that's what's so special to me about the small events. I can carry everybody along the ride together. And so I will say, if you want to, we still have space available. If you would like to come join us in Napa Valley, I'd love to have you. If you are interested in we're going to record it. I'm going to have the video guys go out there with us so that they can record all this magic.
I'm so excited.
So if you cannot make it May 30th and 31st, and for our play date on the 1st, you can get the videos. So just send me a message, or as soon as I have it available, I'll have the website down here. But as of right now, just send me a message if you want to get all the information, get the strategies for the luxury high-end market, get the plan, get the, are you giving out contracts and cheat sheets and checklists and those kinds of things?
I haven't been giving out contracts simply because contracts in California, as you say, it's blue state, right? So contracts in California are different than other states. And so I don't tend to give out contracts. I advise that people do legal stuff, but I do like how I take a look at a deal. You know, I've got my little spreadsheet, all of that stuff. So I'll definitely be sharing that stuff.
And it's totally different from the way I look at, you know, finding a honey hole and what
Absolutely.
I want. Because we went through that when we were talking about Apartment Blitz, and we both have good, strong experience. It's just so amazing to hear something from a different perspective.
Right.
And sometimes to hear the same thing, but from a different voice just makes all the sense in the world.
Right.
Maybe that's my crazy girl brain. Maybe nobody else thinks like that, but that's.
No, I totally agree with you. It's totally, yeah. And one of the things that I love about talking to you, Whitney, is I feel really smart because because we do. We're both, you know, sometimes, and ladies, if you're listening in, sometimes you're like hearing all these other people and you're like, oh my God, they know so much more than me. But if you get in the conversation, you realize, you know, I'm smart. I can do this. And that's what we want. We want everybody doing this, right?
Yes,
we want to empower you to do it.
That's why I get so excited. I told everybody at Asheville that smart women turn me on. Like, there's nothing more beautiful to me than a woman who is smart and powerful and strong, and she has goals and she's taking action every day. Like, all of that is the most beautiful woman in the world to me. And I just love it.
Yeah.
All of them together in a room, and the energy we made just like,
I know. So I want to say one thing really, really quickly. So you, everybody, if you're interested, you're listening in, be action takers, make some decisions. Yay. Because the other thing is on May 4th, I am going on the radio to talk all about this program in the greater Sacramento area. So we're going to hopefully fill the room by then. So if you're interested, start taking some action because we want to make sure you get a seat.
For sure.
And you know Whitney, you know me, some of you, so you know what we'll deliver for you. We'll give you everything we got, and it'll be really fun. We'll have a lot of laughter, a lot of bliss, a lot of play, right? So get in.
And totally real estate nerding out.
Totally. Oh my God, it's going to be so much fun.
Absolutely. So, all right. Well, I'm excited. I'll see you May 30th in Napa Valley.
Yep.
And is there anything else that we forgot to say? Y'all send me a message if you want to get signed up, if you want the link, or if you're with Moneeka, send her a message. We got the same link. It's the same price. It's all good. And we'll make sure that we save you a seat because there's only a special number of them. And it sounds like maybe in 2 weeks we would be full.
I'm hoping. That's what I'm thinking, right? We've already got plenty of people signed up, right? So yeah. Let's do this.
We're rocking. I think we have 3 already. So we're rocking and rolling.
So we're already 25% full, people, right? Let's look at the numbers.
That's right. That is right. So Blissful Buy and Holds in Napa Valley. And when you attend, you get to be there live and have your questions answered. And you'll get the recordings.
Yeah. Thank you for mentioning that.
And all the other fun and exciting things that just happen when 10 powerful women nerd out together on real estate.
Yeah. And I really want to point that, I thank you for mentioning that because I know when I go to a workshop, if I don't have the videos, there's so much that, you get so much, right? So you can just keep going over it. And if your questions are there, you get to keep going over the answers too that you asked.
And I'll have a workbook ready for us that week so that you can take expedited notes and really allow all this information to sink in because it is like drinking from a water hose. Sometimes you just can't keep up. I want you to really have time to absorb it and ask all the questions you need so that you can get home and get your Blissful Buy and Holds in 30 days?
Yeah. Oh my God. So easy. Yeah.
Because we're not hunting off-market properties. These are people that are asking you to buy their house.
Right. I know. How easy is that?
I love it. I flippin' love it. I know.
That's awesome.
If you're interested, send either one of us a message or let us know how we can help you.
Sounds good. See you soon.
Bye, y'all.